Thank
right.
you.
This is the second part of the Spark Zone. We have actually 6 altogether. So this is second. So we have WeFair, and then now we have BlockSport. BlockSport is represented by Jose here. And BlockSport enables sport organizations to transform digital reach into tangible business impact through its white label SuperApp, an integrated consumer data platform. The platform unifies fan engagement, gamification, loyalty, digital collectibles, and personalized communication, helping partners deepen fan relationships and unlock new revenue opportunities with a streamlined data-driven ecosystem. So, Jose, the floor is yours.
So thank you very much. My name is Jose Pedro, as I was introduced. I'm the head of sales here at BlockSport. And before joining BlockSport, I spent almost 10 years leading the commercial structure and the partnership, sponsorship, fund engagement projects at FC Porto club from north of Portugal, very popular here in Europe. So I came with a very optional understanding of how clubs and organizers think and how they measure the success. And today I will walk you through our digital fund platform and how we help clubs, leagues, federations transform engagement, which is really the topic here, into data, and most important for everyone, data into revenue. Most of the organizations they face exactly the same structural problem. So they have, on one side, ticketing lives in one silo, merchandising in another, memberships, quotations, and things related with funds on another one. The apps, most of them, they are really outdated, underused. And data is really fragmented or even not existing. And ultimately, organizations know very little about, and this is the point, organizations and clubs, leagues, they know very little about who their fans actually are, right? So this fragmentation kills revenue, opportunities, and it really makes sponsors activation generic and measurable. So sponsors, they don't want banners, they want insights, KPIs, and proofs of contact. So the paradox here is simple. So clubs like FC Porto or big clubs, they have thousands, even millions of fans, but almost no digital relationship with them. And this is the starting point for us at BlockSport. The paradigm here that we are witnessing nowadays is a shift in the sport industry. So the fans no longer accept static or disconnected experience. They expect really relevant personalization and instant access across every touch point. Organizations, on the other hand, they are really under big pressure to become truly digital business, understanding behavior, anticipating the needs, and building direct-to-fund channels instead of relying on tools and intermediaries in the middle. And sponsors, most important, now they really demand transparency. They expect audience segmentations, measurable engagement, and concrete evidence of their return of investment and the investment they are doing in clubs. So in short, the future belongs really to organizations and clubs that build a direct, data-driven relationship with their fans. Why is this important? Well, for years, digital audience have been rented, from social media platforms rather than owned by clubs. So the algorithms, they decide who sees what, and meaningful reach becomes really incredibly expensive. So to unlock real commercial growth, the clubs, they must migrate funds from these third-party platforms into their own control environment, where data is collected across multiple channels. So the thing is that owning this fund relationship is no longer optional. It's really fundamental for sustainable revenue. In order, again, so the key word here is really how I get my return on the investments made in clubs, right? how BlockSport performs this? We really through a unified with two different let's say models. So first, through a unified SuperApp that brings together all these gamification, ticketing, e-commerce and merchandise, membership, digital AD, sponsors, content, and segment notifications. Then we collect, it's important to collect all this information to a kind of a CRM that can segment and customize the communication activations made for sponsors. And with all these intelligence, the clubs can turn engagement into real revenue. So this is the point here, to convert data into measurable, and then to convert in revenue with premium subscriptions, for example, ticketing, merchandising sales with campaigns, sponsor product usage, this kind of collectibles. So we have this SuperApp. So we unify everything into complementary agents. A SuperApp on one side, focus really on experience, and the CDP, what we call the CDP, so the CRM, focus on intelligence. All of that with it allows us the funds to have everything in a single platform with an easy way to integrate the thing. So with all this data, with all this intelligence, you can develop several strategies to have loyalty, gamification, and really exclusive content. And if you do this well, then you have the proper metrics that are really relevant for not only for, so we have here three entities, right? So we have the funds, the club, and sponsors. And if the clubs and the sponsors know exactly who are their sponsors in the end, who are their funds in the end, they can develop strategies, marketing campaigns. They can activate on the right time and the right moment, you know, in the end to have more revenue from all these markets. So this is a kind of things that these are just screenshots taken from app and the kind of things and strategy that we develop with our customers. So if you can see here, you have the fan chat with all the social hall, so fans can engage with the clubs. There are a lot of interaction, voting, polls, best player, favorite song that can be played in the next match, streaming. So we connect with different data sources and we can have the streaming. Well, of course, not the main team's match, but from other secondary teams from the club, we can have it streaming on the app. So then we can develop fan missions and rewards. So the engagement, you know, you can develop challenge and games for fans to get engaged, to vote on the MVP, so to vote the favorite color for their jersey in the next season. These kind of things that really the topic here is to get the fans engaged, is to get the fans not only coming to the app once a week just to buy the tickets, but really to come to the app every day, often spending time in the app, making sure that the fans are really engaged in the club. So these are the kind of, and then these are examples of how sponsors can use the intelligence that we are collecting to develop target campaigns to meet their needs. So all of these that you have here, so this is a white label app, but all of these that you are here are 100% customized to the clubs. So these kind of notifications here, this kind of message here, this can be all personalized and customized to each and every moment during the week to activate through the sponsors. And of course, so the cost, then we come here to another concept, which is the cost of acquisition that the sponsors have. You know, the cost of acquisition to have more clients to the sponsors is much lower here with our app than what they pay for the traditional marketing campaigns. We have several business cases with several verticals. So betting, telecom, banking. And we have also a possibility to develop a kind of a fun wallet to the app. So where it is, so for every game, for every engagement, the fans, they can earn points, and the points can be then changed to buy things and assets from the clubs. Right, so this is our engine, the CDP. So the let's say the motor of the engine of the Ferrari that we have here. So this is where we collect, this is where we analyze all the data. This is where the data is really analyzed and segmented for the campaigns. And then these are the examples that we take from one of the app, a kind of metrics that we can take from the CDP, demographics, average time in the session, active users, all of these pretty much straightforward and easy to get. So these are examples and testimonials from sponsors. This is one from Deutsche Telekom, where we are partner in Germany. Also, we have released 2 or 3 weeks ago a partnership with Nokia, the Finnish manufacturer. So we have also partnership with 2 or 3 different service telecommunications providers in Europe, like Portugal Telecom, also Vodafone, also here Deutsche Telekom. So we are part of their technical solutions when they are developing in the project in clubs. So one of the things, again, is never too much to say that my experience is not from application. So my experience is from the clubs, 10 years working for clubs. And the main challenge, really, believe me, because I know what I'm telling, the main challenge when you approach a club and you come with a solution like this, or any kind of a solution, is integration. And this is what we do very easy and in a fast way. So we really have a flexible solution that can integrate easily with any kind of tools that the club has, from ticketing provider, merchandising, CRM, blockchain. So this is really, and this is one of the selling points of BlockSport, because again, it might be easy to tell, but it's really difficult. The challenge of implementing a kind of these projects is really difficult, and something that the clubs, they have to take into consideration. And we can do it easily in 2 to 3 months. So also here, just to highlight the metrics that are important for sponsors. So performance, location. I think this is really straightforward. So this is, if you are working for sponsors, this is the kind of metrics that you would like to take from or collect from your campaigns. This is only a comparison between us and the competition. The competition that we have at this segment. Okay, these are these are metrics and numbers. Again, the key message here is really the percentage of engagement that we have from the clubs. Again, if you do an analysis, from probably all of you have a club, right? A club that you support, and if you do a download of your club's app, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that you don't reach or the club doesn't reach the metrics that we are reaching with our clubs. Also, some other case studies and metrics that we have that I'm sharing here with you. So we are not only what's the message here is that we are not only performing to football, so very multi-discipline, multi-sport, so football, basketball, very well implemented in Champions League, basketball, ice hockey, rugby, Belgium, cycling here. Also, we are trying to work with the Formula One as well. We're approaching and developing some conversation with a Formula One team, not only with clubs, but also with leagues, and everything, really everything that has an entity, funds, and sponsors, we can perform on that. For example, we are opening a new vertical, not only sport, but also to music festivals. So worldwide music festivals like Tomorrowland. So actually events that have a lot of funds, a lot of engagement, and a lot of merchandise, a lot of sponsors, activations, everything that can relate fun engagement with revenue, we are on it. And as I said, so we are opening this vertical also at music. So one of our clubs here in Europe just 2 weeks ago won award in European football. So he's sharing across Europe his success story using that he has reached using our application. And this is pretty much it. So I leave this last slide as testimonial, and I will also share my email in the chat. So if you are interested on her about us a bit more, I'm fully available, and I will leave it to you with if you have any questions or such.
Thank you, Jose. Yes, we have 2 questions from the floor. One is from Andrea. Andrea says, did you guys produce your own field of play, exclusive content, or it comes from the event?
No, so we are not the producers. So we are the mean that the producers use to publish the content. So the events, they have their own marketing department, media department, and we work with them on the strategies. But actually, the producing of the content is developed by the clubs.
And the second question from Marie Dominique is it 100% SaaS platform infrastructure?
Yeah, so it's a software as a service platform. Our contracts, we are not selling the products, and that's it. So now we have 3 to 4 years contract with the clubs with a monthly fee, so a software as a service, and where so all the clubs they have the latest features on the app. So the app is on the App Store and also in Google Store, and we have a team of consultants that it's a kind of a service that we provide to clubs where we have regular meetings and we help to develop strategies. But yes, the software as a service. Business model is simple. Setup fee, one-off, just a setup fee. It might be necessary to integrate something new that we don't have. So it's a setup fee and then a monthly fee, software as a service, pretty much affordable to all the clubs. So and really trust me that I know what I'm talking about. So BlockSport is really on that sweet spot where the number of customers are really growing and the interest is getting bigger and bigger. Why? Because these kind of things is really specific. Sometimes the clubs, they do the mistake of the it's a big mistake. I see a lot of clubs doing that and they regret. And after 1 or 2 years, they do a step back, which the mistake is simple. So as they have people inside, they try to develop the app by their own. This is a big mistake. You need to let these to the professionals, to persons that actually have several experience. They have developed a lot of projects worldwide, and they have specific knowledge on this specific topic. This might be simple, but again, this can be a really nightmare if someone takes the wrong step to have this done.